the point of this? Are you the person in your family that's standing in the gap for? Alright, you guys. Greetings, peace and blessings. I am Astra. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about who you are in your family and if standing in the gap is your role. Now, if you ever have been a Christian or had any Christian background or upbringing, you would know that when somebody say, I need you to stand in the gap for me, it means I need you to be the person that can stand in and cover me in prayer if I cannot do it for myself. And even if I can do it for myself, I still need you to assist me with this, because it's better to have numbers when you are going through something. Now, you can do it by yourself. Y'all gonna have to excuse my other phone. You can do it yourself, but if you got somebody with you in that corner, in that so-called gap to help you out, things can happen for you and change situations. Okay, so I'm not approaching this from a Christian standpoint. If you guys want to go back and check out my background, I grew up a Christian, so I use those as analogies because more people that watch these videos tend to think from a Christian standpoint. Okay, if you're not thinking from a Christian standpoint, then just use whatever metaphor you want for your particular spirituality or religion for this video. All right, now that I done ran it for 2 minutes about that, I want to say this. I knew that I was the person in my family that was supposed to stand in the gap. Number one, I'm a heck of a prayer. When I came up in the church, I came up in a Baptist church. I came up Catholic, but my mom always took me to Baptist churches. So I really loved religion. And I use this as a past tense because I tell you guys in the other video, I don't identify as being a Christian anymore. I'm on a spiritual journey. This is more of a spiritual lifestyle for me. I'm concerned with keeping my chakras balanced. I'm concerned with having my altar lit and communing with my spirit team, my ancestors, and giving those credits that need to be due and honor to them. So I told you guys that in another video. So I was a heck of a prayer. Like, I used to love to walk around my Bible. I knew that I was supposed to pray for myself and pray for others. I would stop and pray for you on the spot. I understood the power of my tongue. I understood that the things that I say can change things, how I feel, my positivity, how it can reach out. I understood that. I understood that at a young age, very young age. So my great grandmother would tell me all the time, like, you know, stay in your Bible, you know, this and this and that. And she always, in her last days, I spent a lot of time with her, and she would tell me, like, just, you know, try to take care of the up and coming younger women in the family. Now, here I am, 22 years old, and she telling me to look out for the next generation. She told me to, and this is probably the first time I have told anybody this publicly. I never said this to my family. I might have said it to one person in my family, but she told me to make sure that I go to graduations and make sure that I just watched out for the younger females in the family, and always make sure I go into their graduations and try to put some money in their hand, because that's what she always did. So when my cousins that are younger than me graduated, I went to their graduations, no matter whether it was high school, college, or what. So she asked me to fulfill that. And when somebody asks you to fulfill something, do it, you know, especially if they doing it in their last days and they asking you for something. Okay. So I knew that. So fast forward, I went on a cruise and we was in the middle of the ocean on this boat at night. I'm asleep. My great grandmother's older sister comes to me, which does not happen often. She's like the Don Dada, okay? If she come to you, it's real. She came to me And she said, I got 3 keys for you. 3 keys. Man, when I woke up, I was just so in amazement that she came to me. I was so in amazement that she was giving me 3 keys. I didn't know what these 3 keys were for. I was like, what is going on? I'm out here in the middle of a boat, and I done had a dream. And right after I got off of the boat, got up in the air, thought about my stepfather, came down out the air from flying, and he passed away. And I was just like, what is going on this spiritual journey? I'm supposed to be on a cruise. So I knew I was the person to stand in the gap, because I kept having all these things happen to me, and I had the living tell me, and then I had the dead tell me. I've always had lucid dreams. For some of you guys that might not know what lucid dreaming is when you have very vivid dreams. They are so real to you. You can remember them when you wake up. Most people cannot remember their dreams. And if you're somebody that's trying to learn how to remember your dreams, the best way to do that is focus in when you're dreaming. Try to take control of your dreams while you're dreaming. And when you wake up, keep a notepad by your bed. As soon as you wake up, sit up and say, what did I dream? Write it down. Okay? That's going to be the best way to get your mind trained to the point where you can figure out, how to remember your dreams. So I knew I was that person. And regardless of the spiritual path that I chose, I knew that it was still my job and my duty to stand in the gap. Nobody in my family really noticed. Like, people don't really know how much positivity. Before, when I was Christian, I used to call it praying, how much I pray for them. People don't know how much positivity I send them on a day-to-day basis. People don't know that I light my altar concerning when I see that someone's not feeling well or someone is pregnant. I go to my ancestors. I have my altar here, and I talk to them concerning them, and I say, please let this work out for them. Please let them have a full-term pregnancy and a healthy and happy baby. I don't have children, and I don't really think that I want to have any children. I'm not completely, passing that out, but I love when women and my children have families. Like, if I could pull up every time a kid is born, I would, bringing a bunch of gifts. I just think it's cute. And I have been able to fly and catch a bus or whatever and go see some of my family members when new babies come into the family. But the most important thing that I've ever done is put my mouth on a positive situation for things to come out. Now, I'm not saying that I'm controlling anything in the family, but you always want somebody that has your back and has your best interest at heart. And that's what I've been doing. The point of this video is that some of my family members are not doing well physically right now. Last night, I got up. I always clean my house. I clean something every day. Clean something, pull something out, throw something away, do something. But I cleaned. I was pulling stuff. I said something is going on in this family. And I didn't know. What it was. And I lit my altar up. My mom, my grandma, my great-grandmother, and her twin sister. I lit my altar. I put all of them on altars together because they all living in the same house. They got along for the most part. They know what it's like to be, close to one another. If you seen one, you seen two. If you seen two, you seen three. And if you seen three, sometimes you had to see four. That's just how it went, okay? So I lit that, and I reached out to one of my family members today. They told me they had COVID. They wasn't doing well, and everybody that was over there had it. And I was like, my goodness. The first thing I told him was, I'm going to, all my family's Christians, keep you in prayer and cover you, and I'll be calling you to check on you. But that's the point of this. Are you the person in your family that's standing in the gap for other people? Or are you the person in your family that always needs somebody to help be in the gap for them? Which one are you? Are you needy? Are you the person that's opening your mouth, speaking positivity and healthiness and good financial standing over your family? Are you the person that's in the gap? Are you that person? Because the best thing you can do for somebody is hold positive vibes to them, speak happiness and health over their life. That's one of the best things that you can do for somebody. So it's not easy standing in the gap for other people, because sometimes when you try to cover other people and protect them, you can take on their problems. That's a total different video. There's things you can do to keep yourself protected vibrationally. That's a different video. It's a different topic. But I just want to know. I just want to know. I knew I was supposed to be the person. I knew I was way too interested into the Bible. I'm telling you, when I was younger, I would just go. I think I was 8 years old. I just go to my room, close the door, and just read the Bible. Just read. That's all I did. And then once I did that, I said, okay, it got to be something else. It has to be something else that I can learn. It has to be further information that's way back. Where they get this from. I need to know. You understand what I'm saying? I have been preparing myself for years for fights and battles. Mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. Battles. And you don't want to go to battle with me. So, I have my altar lit. And I'm just honoring them right now because I was already doing it. But I'm coming on a whole nother tune. I was coming before just to honor. Just to honor and say, hey, I don't ever believe in just going straight in asking for nothing. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you some stuff first. I'm gonna give you something to drink, give you some water, I'm gonna feed you. Put some of the things you like there, do what you're supposed to do for your altar. And then I'm gonna say, you know what? By the way, there is something that's going on. And if you can help me, thank you. You always helped me when you was here. I know you will help me now. Thank you. And it always work out. It'll always work out. So I canceled all of that. I canceled what I had going on. I know that they can do it. They can do it all. But this is what's going on with the fam. This is important. This is important. And I'm definitely keeping them in my thoughts and sending positive and health and healing to them because that's what's is important right now. So you got to be a gap filler. You got to stand in the gap. That's all I want to say. I'm 12 minutes in. I know y'all don't got long attention spans because neither do I. But peace and blessings to you. Let me know when you found out you was the gap filler in your family. Or let me know if you the person that always needs somebody to stand in the gap for. You know what I'm saying? So peace and blessings to you guys. If you like anything on this page, please subscribe and like and share. Peace and blessings. Peace.